This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to We'll Run For It. This is your host Tom, and with me as always are Michael and Diana.
Hello.
Hello.
My friends.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Not bad. As per usual, Indy's like, it's time to party, and he keeps like running back and forth and grabbing toys out of his basket.
Squeaking everywhere.
We're in for something at some point.
Oh, God. Yeah. I just had Ollie begging for food, even though his food literally just went off 30 seconds ago as he was begging me while he was waiting.
Yep, I just heard him screaming. So
Yeah. He just went screaming down the steps as his food went off, so he's gone now.
Nice. Yep. I have a personal update that I will give in honor of our beloved Aaron. Is I got my first mammogram. And
good,
I
good,
did that,
good,
and
good.
it went well. And they squeeze your titty, and I paid extra because they conned me into something where it was like, we'll run this AI thing over your scan, and it'll extra detect. And now I'm all paranoid, so I'm like, here's $40. Please do that.
Oh, my God. Yes.
So,
yeah. That's fair. It's fair.
So, yep, it was really easy. But my mom was like, it's the most painful thing. It hurts so much. And I think it's because she's got little tiny boobies. And I think it hurts more if your boobies aren't as big and they don't just flop on a table. So
Man, we are coming out of the gate strong.
coming
tonight.
in hot.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're coming in
It's
hot.
fair. It's fair, but it's important.
It's important.
It's important.
So, yeah, everyone go do it. It took literally 15 minutes. And that's talking about like me getting there, walking back, changing, getting brought into the actual mammogram itself was like 5 minutes. So,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, so it was really good. And then the lady also told me a lot of times on your first mammogram that sometimes they'll see something and you might get a phone call about it, but don't automatically flip out, which I'm glad she told me. Not that that didn't happen to me. Everything was okay. But like, I was like, if I would have gotten a call, I think I would have had like an emotional breakdown. So I'm very glad she gave me that little. And you know how they are. It was like some like older lady that's been doing it for 20 years and she's just grabbing your boob and talking shop. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
Oh, my God.
had like a slight Baltimore accent.
Oh,
I like
man.
Which we've determined is a lot like Delco.
That's true.
They are related for sure.
Yeah.
They are relatively close.
They're relatively close. So, yeah. So, if you haven't done it yet, go get your mammogram.
Yeah, that's very, very important. So let's see. I got a grief update.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
We're coming in hot.
We'll do a grief update. We'll call this the grief update segment. Mostly I've been okay, you know. I had to go change over the title of the car today.
Oh.
Because the one car was hers, my car, the other car's mine, blah, blah, blah. The registration was due, so I had to change the title over. And it was just one of those things where it was like just another thing where you're like slowly erasing the person into paperwork. Yeah, it's like really terrible.
Yeah.
Those are the things that really suck, by the way, the paperwork stuff.
The paperwork has to be the worst. And I don't know if we talked about it on the show or just we've talked about it in the past. There'll be things you'll never be able to get her off of. So just come to terms with that.
That I'm okay with. It's the
erasing.
The erasure is the yeah. That's the part that's like blah, you know. It's like ugh. Yeah.
My dad passed in 2005 and my mom still has him on. It's either the BG&E or the cable and she can't get him off of it.
I can't even find the FiOS account.
Oh, God.
I'm like, oh, well, it's being paid automatically, so we're just gonna roll with it. It's coming out of my account, so it's like whatever. I don't care. But so yeah. Yeah, grief is rolling on. I mean, in general, I'm doing well. But yeah, there's moments, obviously, that suck worse than others. But,
Yeah, and I saw you got a Jack and Ollie tattoo.
Yes, actually, yeah. That went really well. By the way, I sat for 8 hours straight.
God.
I can't.
Yeah.
Did you get wiggly at the end? That's
No.
what happened to me. I got
Nope.
wiggly at the end when
Didn't-
I sat for like 6 or 7 hours.
Didn't even move, but she was excellent. Let me tell you, it's the least damage I have ever had from any piece I've ever had.
I'm going to be honest. You said she.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, she was amazing. Amazing.
Mhm. Yep,
Yeah.
that's why.
I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm going to apologize, but it's Shelby Oulet or Oulet. So I don't know which way it's pronounced. So apologies for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it came out amazing. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, like I saw her drawn. Like I'm very trusting of the artists anyway, in general.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I am not an artist, so I trust their expertise. So I saw the drawing. I was like, that's awesome. And then when I saw it done, I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it looked incredible.
Yeah, I was like, you killed it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And I've gotten tattoos by male and female like tattoo artists, and I think I said to Tom a few weeks ago, it was like, I think I'm only gonna go to female tattoo artists.
I can see why. I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, I've had a couple males and now a female, and I'll say the woman was much better.
Yeah,
like as far as like even like wiping and stuff like that.
It's like the cleanliness. Also, I find like women like take less breaks. Like
we hardly took any. Like I only needed to take a break here and there to use the bathroom, and that was it.
And it was more like, and I've been like where I'm kind of building out my sleeve. If I'm there for like a longer period of time, she'll ask about like lunch and if we want to do it, and like, oh hey, I'm gonna order food or whatever it is. Are you okay with that? But the artist that like was working on my back, I had relatively small things going on, and he was taking breaks like every hour and a half to like go smoke or go dick around or like just I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I just feel like. And I felt like I healed better.
Oh my God, the healing
process was better. Like
I can't even tell you how much. Like this is only 2 days, and it's like smooth. I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like obviously, it's my thigh is swollen because it's 8 hours of work on your thigh, but I had to get it ready for my shorts. Got to get the thighs.
Yes,
the hoochie thighs.
It's hoochie daddy season.
Daddy season.
It's Hoochie Daddy season. So. I actually was trying to talk Tom the other day. I was like, when are you going to start lowering your hemline? And
That's right. That's right.
Or I guess shortening the hemline.
Getting it up. Get some 7-inchers. Start out with 7s.
Mm-hmm.
Go with 7s first.
I don't know that I have the confidence for 7 inches. What are you up to? 5?
I generally go with just 5s when running. Sometimes I do have some 3s, but usually running I just use 5s.
3s.
I don't even wear 3s when I do anything. I don't own 3-inch shorts. Like I purposely avoid those.
3s are you got to really lube up.
You've got it. It's just
they're short.
They get gobbled. The 3 inches.
It just seems. It seems borderline pornographic.
It's just.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go 3s at marathon weekend.
Do it. Yeah, Disney is the best place to do that. Obviously.
Yep. It was funny. A couple of years ago, we were shopping for his nephews for their birthdays, and they needed shorts, and we went into like Hollister, wherever we were. And Tom kept like grabbing the long short, and I was like, the youths, they are wearing them. And we got in like an argument about it, and I was like, call your sister. And she was like, nothing like longer than 7. I think like what she said.
Well, now it's like back. It's like kind of both now.
Now it's back now, yeah.
Now it's like there's both. There's long and short. It just depends.
Tom waited long enough. The cargo shorts are back in.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. And the young girls, and we saw this a lot because we were in a party town over the weekend in Dewey Beach. The young girls, they're wearing my dad's jorts from 1998. is the style. So
Really?
they are wide and they're down at or below the knee.
Oh
And
my God.
That's what the kids be
That's
doing.
what the kids are wearing.
That's what the kids are wearing. So
I was at a hipster bar in LA.
oh God.
And when I stopped to see a friend of mine before the race. And everybody was in mustaches and denim.
Was it 2012? Did you get stuck in like a time loop?
It's like, that look is back again.
That look is back again.
It's looped around again.
Oh.
I was like, wait.
I feel like that's a short
I thought
loop.
this went out. And then I was like, maybe it's back again. I was like, all right, well, I guess it's back again.
It's a short loop. That's a short loop.
Well, it's a cool little bar, though. They had a bunch of pinball machines and, a little corner bar.
Yeah.
In Eagle Rock area.
I mean, if we're given updates, let me tell you, I started a very low dose of anti-anxiety medication.
Oh.
And I'm convinced that all of the side effects that come along with the drug just distract you from whatever you're anxious about. Because literally,
what's going on with you?
it's every single side effect.
Well,
There's
what are they?
drowsiness, there's insomnia, which is just rude. There's a little bit of vertigo. There's tummy troubles. There's a lot of stuff that you could look out for. The biggest thing they tell you to look out for is suicidal thoughts, which I do not have. But that's the first thing that they tell you. And I'm like,
well, what are you having? All of those things?
no, I have insomnia and drowsiness and a little tiny touch of vertigo.
Oh.
But I was like, why am I experiencing this? And then when my doctor ran through the laundry list of side effects from this drug, I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Oh, well, you should tell her and she'll try something else.
I did.
Okay.
She's good. She's very receptive. I love my new doctor. It's a great experience so far. So yeah.
Nice.
That's what's going on with me medically. We'll get into training in a little bit.
Indy just ran out of our bedroom with one of Tom's socks.
Well, it's about 90 degrees outside, and I just ran 3 to 4 miles with that
salty.
sock. So
nice salty sock.
Good luck, bro. Good luck chewing on that
Disgusting.
sock. It's
I know,
gross.
and he just walked over and was licking his toes. Everything about it is just
We live in a disgusting household.
the worst.
Hey, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any new 5-star reviews?
We do. Sorry, I'm eating a cheesesteak, everyone. We do.
And you shared it with us earlier, and I LOL'd when I read it.
We don't have the whole title. That's the only problem. The Deadpool will run for to the ... While I am a huge fan of Rise and Run, I am equally a fan of the Will Run For podcast.
I love how they got to get brought in.
I would love to say that I am a G-rated growing up in Utah, but let's face it, sometimes we want a little irreverent humor to go along with 5 Miler. This podcast is funny, all heart, and a little rough around the edges, but that can also describe a runner. Wonderful podcast. That it definitely is. So.
Then we were talking before we started recording. We're like, yeah, we're not as polished as Rise.
We're not. We're not.
Bob runs a tight ship, man.
Yeah.
How about Greg not showing up again?
What?
Did we invite him?
Too busy. Celebrity.
This is going to be like remember when Jimmy Kimmel used to be like, my apologies to Matt Damon because he would cut him every segment?
Yes. Yeah.
The person that left that review's name is Joe, and then in parentheses, horrible nickname.
Oh.
So, Joe, I don't know who you are, but please...
Thank you for the review.
Thank you, and please make yourself known.
Yes. And as always, share the show, leave reviews. We appreciate them very, very much.
Yeah, really good.
So what are we running for this week?
I'll jump immediately in. I am running and biking and strength training for the Peloton Pride workouts this month. So That's what I have been doing. I did a Maddie Pride walk this morning. It wasn't a hike, so I just turned it into a hike on the treadmill before doing my stair stepper this morning. But yeah, I'm doing all of the Pride workouts, and they're really fun, and I don't know, they just restore my faith in humanity because they're so kind and positive, and the music's always super fun. So if you've got the Peloton app, do some of the Pride workouts.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think I gotta re-up my Peloton because I canceled it because I don't really use it in the summer.
Oh yeah.
And I had it was one of those things I had to cancel and redo because I was through Erin's account. So I gotta start. I was the secondary on her main account, so
Gotcha.
I gotta start a new one. But not start a new account, but start a new subscription.
Yeah. Yep.
I am when the week this comes out, I'll be in Florida, so I'll be running in the heat. But just doing some recovery, still getting back from the 50K. Probably riding my bike the few days before I get down there, and then the few days after when I get home, I'll ride my bike again. I actually did 80 miles of cycling before the 50K.
Well, you were out on the bike a lot, and you got those thick boy tires. So
Yeah, I got to go out. After I guess we can get into that in training, but I did get a fat tire bike. Yes.
Yeah, because I know that one day we were talking. I think it was on the last episode. You were talking about how you kept getting stuck in the sand.
Yes. I did, but I'll be doing some recovery runs and getting ready for Loopy because I signed up for the 12-hour.
No. Also, an update there, which I shared with Michael before the show. Greg miscounted, surprise, and now I don't have to do Loopy Looper. So congratulations to me.
Are you coming still?
Maybe. I'm going to look at the weather.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like I waste a pool day. I mean, I guess I could bring like a baby pool and just sit in a baby pool by the track.
I have a present for Tom for that day.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm very excited.
It's a new mascot. We're going to have it in the tent.
Oh, girl. I like that.
Yep. I'm going to pick it up this Saturday.
All right. I will be at Loopy. I am running to learn how to train.
Ooh.
Because honestly, I'm not the best at training. And specifically, what I mean by that is, and when we get into the actual training updates, like, I'm not good at toggling between, like, paces consistently.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm either running or I'm mall walking, and it's not like I have a lot of different paces that I'm good at controlling. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that'll come over time, though.
I am learning, and the way that Mal's got stuff set up, and the app that we use, it really helps. But it's a whole new thing for me to try to stay within the right amount of segments, and just all of that stuff. Like,
yeah, well, I remember you saying when we used to train with Megan at Charm City, she would say, okay, you're going to do, this many intervals at race pace, and then this many, 2 minutes faster than your race pace. And you would always say, I only have a pace. Like, I have one pace, and it's my
this pace right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a pace I go when I'm running. I got a pace I go when I'm not. So, just kind of learning the ropes there is what I'm running for.
I
Definitely
wonder.
fair.
And yeah, it'd be interesting to talk to Mal about it as well. Like, I think a lot of times what helped me, and you and me are very different people, so it could be terrible advice, but like doing some of that stuff on the treadmill, where like my brain, like, it helped, because then when you're off the treadmill, like, you understand how it like feels, I think, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like I want to run faster than what my normal pace is, I could do that on the treadmill, and then I had more confidence when I was outside doing it.
Yeah, you can test out some paces a little bit and adjust up and down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Like when I was training to do that, like, because I'm such an interval runner, when I was training to do that 5K without stopping, where it was like, oh, this is going to be a no interval 5K, I did everything on the treadmill where I was like pumping up my speed and then also pumping up like how long my intervals were. Because if I was on the treadmill, I couldn't stop. It was just the machine is making me go.
Yeah. So I'll get there. It's kind of a new thing for me, but I like it.
Nice.
You've been very consistent.
I've been trying, like, yeah, we'll talk about this in training, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm running for, is to be better at just, training the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am really just used to, Diana would put it, the different, whatever we were working towards, she'd put the different distances in the calendar, and then I'd just go out and interval run, and sometimes I'd do all the intervals, sometimes I'd quit, I'd walk through some, and I'm really just trying to be as consistent as possible in completing the workout that's on the calendar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
But you
good.
get home and you're like really excited. You're like, Mal had me doing 1-in-1s and I did it. I did 72 1-in-1s or like whatever it is.
That was insane. I'll talk about that when we,
Yeah.
Nice.
but man, so being better at training
I've been trying to like get him to transition.
is a goal of mine.
There you go.
Yes, there it is.
Woo! We got there.
And now, it's time for our Will Run 4 Goal Getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters. Oh, you rest of shit.
God. All right. We actually got a good amount.
Yep.
So I'll kick us off with Ryan on the run. Just trying to stay consistent with maintenance run and strength training until I get into the dopey calendar. He has been pretty consistent. Like I see him on the Peloton app all the time. I'm always like,
yeah, that's right. He's a Peloton.
he's a Peloton guy. Every time I'm in there, I'm like, who else is working out? And Ryan's like always in there.
You know who else is a Peloton as of today?
Oh.
My sister.
Oh, shut up. She get a bike or just the
She
app?
got a bike.
Oh, good for her.
Nice.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
got Brianna.
Oh.
Previous goal, PR'd my 10-miler, but missed proof of time. I'm fine with it, though. New goal, Marine Corps marathon training starts this week. Just trying to get to the starting line healthy, to be honest.
Did I know she was doing Marine Corps?
I did not, but
I don't think I did.
going to be, we'll have to cheer her
I'll tell you.
Girl.
along with everybody else who's running, apparently.
It's like everybody's doing it this year. I've got a little FOMO.
I'm not. I'm excited to be cheering everybody, though.
Beth runs Disney.
There we go.
In preparation for the Marine Corps Marathon, I started my in-summer training program with Run Fit Mama on June 1st.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's the only way I'll make myself do strength training, which I know is vital if I want to run a successful marathon in October.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tice. I think this is the second time we've seen him. Made it through my half marathon with a new PR of 1:19:03. That's fast, man.
Yeah, he's very fast.
Fast. Currently on a 2-week break from any serious training. And next week I'll start building back towards my first college season. I'm very excited and very nervous.
That is awesome.
That's really cool.
Incredible.
Excited to follow along. Of course, Dawn Be Joyful, always repping the hat. Just keeping the hashtag streaking with the cool kids going with walks and runs each day for June. And trying to get those strength workouts in a couple of days each week.
Oh, yeah. Sparkle Squad does their June streak.
Yep.
Our friend Wendy. I survived the training. Now I just need to survive the race.
It's close.
Race Across America starts June 14th.
2 days from
3,000 miles from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. Let's do this.
Yeah, when I was picking up my car out there was a guy checking in to get his car who was in Racing Across America.
Wow.
And I wanted to but I was kind of back in the line because he had his shirt on and all. And I was like, I wanted to chat with him. I literally left as Wendy was flying out. And I was like, oh, God, if we could have crossed paths.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to catch them in Atlantic City when they finish. I'm really hoping to catch them.
I know. That's incredible. Yeah. Well, by the time this episode comes out, they'll be on the road. They'll be on the road. So
they will.
That's amazing, Wendy. Splash into Disney. Is that a new name? I don't know if I've seen that name before.
I don't know.
Or
That's a good question.
did somebody change their name and
That's
we haven't
possible.
noticed yet? So Splash into Disney, starting marathon training. First marathon is in October. Is it Marine Corps? And they say they have A, B, and C goals. Whichever goal you do,
Yes.
is good enough.
First marathon is always finish goal. There you
Finish.
go. Yeah.
Finish is the goal.
Lisa Chiquita, running Sedona Canyon's 125 next May.
Whew.
Excited and nervous. Dopey will be a training run. I thought about doing that this year, which obviously I was not trained for, and I'm glad I didn't.
My God.
But that is definitely one that's on the list for sure. It's part of Cocodona 250.
125 miles?
Yeah, it's the back half of the course.
Wowza. Well, this next one's serendipitous. Our friend Tony, his goal is to make me smile.
Adorable.
There you go.
He did with your birthday post. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
He messaged me and he's like, "Hey, can you send me a couple photos of Tom dressed up
I'll
as
tell
Bill?" Like, I was like, "Absolutely, I can."
Tony always makes me smile.
I was like, "What are you gonna do?"
Oh my God.
I love it. The Mermaid Marathoner, strength training so I don't F up my hip again, LOL. But I finished the marathon, so yay.
Yay.
Amazing.
There you go. It's awesome.
I'm telling you, that strength training, game changer. Also for your hips, clamshells. I'm big on the clamshells right now.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
I am not, because I almost threw my back out.
Oh, jeez. We got Meredith, Scootadoot, immersed in Peloton's Power Zone training at the moment. It's tough, but I'm tougher.
Get
Yeah, you
after
are.
it. Peloton's also doing it, and I feel like now we're like it's like Orange Theory all over again. But
Yeah.
we've all been. But Peloton does this new thing where you can put in like what your goals are and like how often you want to work out and blah 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 blah, and it'll just build you a training plan.
Oh,
Like
nice.
you don't even have to think about it. Like they'll
That's pretty
recommend
nice.
courses, classes, and build it for you. So and tell you like when to do stuff. So that's available.
All right, our friend Run Cat Cat Run. Getting all my runs and strength in while not trying to subordinate. Hurt my subordinate. Hold on.
Subordinate.
It's my first time. Getting all my runs in
Let's see if it was
and
a weird
strength
copy paste.
in while not trying to hurt my subordinate in another country.
That's what I refer to Tom when we travel together as my subordinate. I also, when I said happy birthday to him on Instagram, I called him my roommate.
God, I hate you.
Oh, God.
All
It's
right.
embarrassing.
Lauren Dizrunner. I finished the half sour, half kraut half. I've never been on a trail like that before. It was hard and a little scary, but I did it.
Nice.
So humid. I had dead gnats plastered to my arm. Ugh. I didn't see Bigfoot, but I finished, so I guess it was fun. Now to degree smiles and keep a low base as I start a new health journey. And you know what, Lauren? I appreciate that because that's not the kind of feedback you get from Michael. Michael's like, it's great out there. It's fine.
I enjoyed half sour, half kraut. I did the full, which is basically 2 loops of the same thing.
Did you have dead gnats all over you?
Probably. It was like 90 degrees the day I did it.
God.
So, Valerie Vining Marble, my goals for the next couple of months is just to stay positive and keep moving. On April 30th, before my last radiation treatment for breast cancer, I got stage 1 kidney cancer diagnosis. Grateful it was found and will have my left kidney removed in mid-July. I'm using this time to rehab a wonky hip and just keep walking. To help me physically and mentally, I'm using this time to rehab a wonky hip and just keep walking to help me physically and mentally. Once I get all clear from my surgeon after kidney removal, hopefully running will be fun and pain-free again.
Oh, amazing, Valerie.
Yes, all the best, all the best.
Absolutely. Dean Scannell. He's a coworker of mine. He signed up for the Across the Bay 10K. Let's do this.
Oh, are you going to do it with him?
I think I'm going to. He signed up for the first corral that you're not running in or
Oh,
something. But yeah,
well,
I know he's wanted to do that for a couple years now. He's on a bit of a health journey as well, and
Nice.
so I have to register for that now.
I will not be.
I know
Um,
you do not like that. You do not like that race.
it's not the race, it's the buses. All right, Rachel Keene. I achieved my goal of finishing all 20 miles in the Delaware Valley Mammoth March. My God. I might need to put my other goals on pause right now after falling and fracturing my left ankle.
God.
Rachel!
Oh no.
God, did you? No, because she finished the 20 miles. Did you fall during the race or post
Oh
race?
God. Oh.
So,
Jeez.
sending you a speedy recovery. We're thinking about you.
Yes. Laurie Bennett. One of my big goals this year was a 100K run in 24 hours. I am pleased to say I got it done. Now, if only qualifying for Boston was that easy.
I wish.
Yeah, running fast is dumb.
Running fast is super dumb.
But thank you, everybody, for the goal getters.
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely.
Everyone's so busy. It is funny though. In this summer, you can definitely see like people are like, "I'm just out there doing something."
Yes, yeah,
like
yeah,
everybody's like,
There's like not a lot of races and stuff. It's like, yeah.
everyone's
yeah.
like, I'm in the slug right now. I'm in the slug. So
It's that time. Oh, and everybody, yes, we had I think we put out a poll for what the hell's that called? Inside the Runner Studio, where 99% said yes and one person said no.
I think I was the one person that said no.
No, it was somebody else. It was somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but I'm not calling you out. You're perfectly welcome to vote no. It's okay.
I was like, I think it was me.
Unless it was your burner. But there was 4 people who did express interest, so I will email. They gave me the emails. I will email them this week.
Oh, good.
So we'll try and I'll reach out to them. But if you want to do an Inside the Runner Studio, we are going to bring them back. Please reach out whichever way you want, whether it's a DM and Instagram or just through willrunthroughpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah.
I was shocked, honestly. Like, I was like, I know I kind of came up with the theme, but it
Yeah.
was definitely like Erin's baby. Like, she wanted to have like the community aspect
Yes,
of it and talk to everybody. But I was like, this is a really weird theme that we could do and be, I don't know, insane with each other. But I was like, oh, people are like still into this. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it took a little time for us to figure out if we wanted to do it or not, and blah blah blah. You know,
Yeah, I said
all
it.
that,
Yeah, so
all
good.
that jazz.
Nice. All right, so I think we wanted to, kick off with some training and then hear about Michael's race this episode.
All right.
I don't know do you want to give your? I actually am not. Well, hang on. I'm training for Charles Street 12, technically, which is in September. So I have that on my calendar. I technically have it started now, but I'm like barely doing any miles for it. I did like 5 on Saturday. And then like I definitely did like a longer run and then a shorter run and then a longer run. And like, so I like really stretched it out to get some good miles in. But I did run at the beach. Tom and I went, we spent the weekend with my bestie and her husband and did like a little couples retreat this weekend in Dewey Beach. And Tom and I ran out and got up early and ran on Saturday. And it was like running through soup. And it was disgusting. I'd rather it be hot than like what it was because it was just like overcast and miserable. And so, yeah, that's kind of where my training is right now. I do want to find something else for the fall. Trying to figure out what that will look like. But other than that, I don't have like anything on calendar. I was thinking about doing a Pride run this Sunday and I haven't even signed up for it. I may like sign up. It's a 5K, so I might sign up for it like the day before, but I've got nothing on calendar. It's super weird. So yeah, and they just actually released the premium for the Celtic Solstice race in Baltimore this year, and It's fantastic. So I'll sign up for that. But that's a 5 miler in December. Like I'm not even thinking.
You don't have to,
I'm not even like thinking about that now. So
yeah, no reason to.
Yeah, so Tom's marathon training, I got to do something so I can get on his level.
Oh. I mean, my level is something else. My training's going good. Like I said earlier, I'm learning how to train properly. Mal's been amazing. I've said that before, but it's still true. This past weekend, I had my longest run yet of the training cycle so far. I had a 10-miler. And basically, I was in Dewey. I ran up through Rehoboth, up the boardwalk, and then up into Cape Henlopen State Park. And then basically down like a gravel road into some marshlands.
Yeah, your videos looked insane.
And it was like, Michael, I just thought it was like the Pinelands without like the sugar sand.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good.
So like the terrain, I mean, it was completely flat. The terrain was fine, but like it was stale back there. But the app that Mal uses to help facilitate the training basically programmed into my Garmin 72 segments of 1-on-1 intervals.
Oh,
That's fancy.
And I just did them. I fueled properly. I took in enough water. There was a lot of water fountains up in the state park, which was nice because I could refill. It's at the beach, so it's relatively flat the entire time. There was a lot of stuff to look at. So I felt really good after that one. Yeah. So I think it's going good. I am not great at longer intervals right now. I have a lot of work to do to get comfortable because I've been like bonking at like 2-and-1s, and then I did some 3-and-1s on Monday, which I did not do well at. But in general, I'm still pretty optimistic. We got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna keep going. This is kind of a down week. My long run this Saturday is only 4 miles.
Oh, that's nice.
that's
so,
good.
like, she'll work me up to a distance and then kind of have a down week.
Yeah, like kick back a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're still doing like 6 days a week.
Yeah. Actually, this week I have 2 rest days.
Oh,
I got a rest day tomorrow and on Sunday.
look at you.
So
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, also, like, I don't think you should force yourself to do longer intervals if, like, you don't want to do the longer intervals, like, talk to Mal and just talk through intervals. I know I was talking to Megan, and her and Mark still like kind of shorter intervals.
Yeah.
So, and your walk is really fast. My problem with like the longer intervals that have longer walking is my walk is so slow. I basically stop moving when I walk. I'm like slugging along. So when my walk is too long, it like really really bogs me down, and it takes me forever to like get going again, which is why I'm not good at the long the shorter intervals. But your walk is like super fast, so you could probably do a shorter interval and be comfortable.
I kind of want to look for some races too. Like you said, you're not signed up for much. I'm only signed up for the Loopy, so I'll get some miles in that day. But then Charles Street 12 is the only other thing I got. So I'm definitely going to see if there's stuff that coincides with the distances that I'm working up to, because it'd be nice to have like a catered training run.
Yeah.
As like a half somewhere. Training during the summer sucks.
Yeah.
Like in general.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
We should see when Baltimore is this year, because you might be able to do the Baltimore on as part of your training.
Is it?
That's like 16 miles.
Does it coincide with like?
I know it's October. I don't know when in October.
I know the New York City Marathon is the week after the Marine Corps Marathon. So I don't know where Baltimore falls in that, but that's a good idea because that Baltimore on could be good.
Yeah. I also just found out when we were in like Dewey, Rehoboth, because there's a Charm City Run store up there randomly. I don't know why. There's a Charm City Run up in Rehoboth. But they do a 10-miler, and I looked it up, and it's September 6th. That's through that music venue that's there, Bottle and Cork. It's like the Bottle and Cork 10-miler. So,
That could be fun.
yeah.
I mean, Bird in Hand's around that time, maybe. I just got to look at the map and see
yeah,
what
it
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Ocean City half. Ocean City, New Jersey half,
Ocean
not
City.
Maryland.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
I'm not doing Ocean City, Maryland again.
Yeah,
Well-
Ocean City, New Jersey half is September, October, something like that.
Well, next year, if that Monopoly run comes back, I definitely want to do that because you sold
I really
that.
sold that to
You
you.
really
I'm gonna
sold
go
it?
do it in Florida. Where's
Do
it
all
going?
of them.
Do
Where-
all of them.
Where's it going
I
next?
think it's in
The full
Louisville.
series.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I would
The
do
full
it.
series.
I would do the whole series. Yeah, get all of them.
Yeah. Gosh, but you've been doing some strength stuff. You've been doing
Some
Can you talk to
endurance
any of that?
rides on the Peloton. God, I'm
tired.
I'm always tired. I'm so tired all the time. It sucks.
Join a club. Yeah,
It's just
that's my life. Although
then-
I can't complain, I'm retired.
I'm also just sleepy all the time
That's me.
unless I'm sleeping, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But you know what? It is what it is.
You also have resigned that you're going to be an after workout rather than a before work.
I have, and that's dumb too, because I'm tired from work, and then I'm like, oh,
I get it though. It's hard. The before work is difficult.
Uh-huh.
Depending on what time you get up, it is difficult.
Yeah, when I used to commute, I used to be an after work.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
yeah, but you're so elated if you get it in the morning, and then once you get off work, you're like, I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I guess.
That's pretty nice.
I always went to work too early, so it was never anything I could do before work or
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to do before work, unless I
Yeah.
did it when I got to work.
Yeah, and I would always have to because I was always like I wanted to always get in at like 7:30 ish when I worked in an office, so I was getting up super early to work out before. And by like 11 a.m., I was miserable and
Yeah.
dying. Like I was like, well, I've been awake a full day by now, and so now
Yeah.
I'm kind of useless at
Yeah,
work.
this is terrible.
So,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. And I've just never been naturally like a morning person either. So yeah, I'm excited when I see you doing all like your strength stuff. He did like a little ab workout the other day.
yeah. I gotta.
And he
start
always
that.
yells.
Yells. He always
He always-
yells.
He's like, because I'll do it like in the living room, and they'll be like, and now we're doing flutter kicks, and he's like, "F you!" Like he's
Oh God.
so.
Yeah, I gotta start some kind of strength training next year.
Everyone says it. We always hear strength training and consistency. That's like the biggest thing
Yeah.
and then seeing Brianna from the one Loopy, right? Like,
Yep.
just
Killed it.
she killed it, and like it's very it's very true that if you put in the work on the strength training, it makes all the other stuff
It does. Makes it a lot
easier.
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
or more efficient.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't know. I also think it's like what's helped me as well is like just like the variety of doing things. And I think you'll probably see some of that as well now that you're doing the bike more and
Mm-hmm.
doing different types. Like me, like incorporating like the stair steppers definitely helped me. And now that it's warm out again in summertime, I'm like paddle boarding again. Like, so that
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a kayak for the
Yeah.
paddling and all. Yeah.
the kayak, like, and
Yeah.
I mean, I went out when we were in Dew, I went out on the bay and paddle boarded. And we were at breakfast the next day, and it was like, my arms hurt so bad.
You know where I'm
Like-
gonna go kayak? The Cooper Loop.
Oh my god.
I was about to make a joke. I'm like, if only there wasn't a ridiculous body of water next to you.
Insane.
That's where I'm gonna go. It's right there.
Insane. I wish, oh gosh.
Can you
I
imagine the bodies that
even-
are in there?
I can't even imagine. Like, I was like, God, I wish I could paddleboard at like some of these like nice little lakes that we have in Colombia, but I'm not going in, like getting my foot like in that water. Like, it's bad enough in the bay. And I have been doing the paddleboard company that I go and I like rent through. I have a membership, and they do classes as well where they'll do like a boot camp. So I've done a few of those where they do like a 45-minute boot camp on land, and it's been like push-ups and jumping jacks and like just kind of like a basic
Yeah.
like outdoor body weight boot camp, and then you do that 45 minutes, and then you paddle for 45 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So it's nice. So I think just I don't know, like different things I think help with the training.
Yeah, I've been cycling a lot, so there's that. I did get my fat tire bike.
Yeah.
I got to test it out once because, of course, the week I got it, it literally rained every freaking day. And then the day I took it out, as soon as I got there, a cell sat over top of me only in the area I was for like an hour, and I had to sit in the car and wait for it to go through.
I don't understand. The weather this year
Has been miserable.
It's rained like every weekend for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Our weatherman like did some post about it. He's like, "Does it feel like it's rained every weekend?" And he's like, "It has."
It has. Yeah. So, but I've been cycling. I have my fat tire bike for the Pinelands, and I have my gravel bike for the towpath. And the week before the week of Malibu Canyon, I did 77 miles combined.
God.
So I wanted to get to 80, but when I got to the end of the week, I was going to do a long ride. I was going to do a 40-mile ride, and after like 20 something, I was like, I'm feeling tired, and I was like, I got that race at the end of the week. I'm like, I should really not do a 40-mile ride 6 days before this race. So I was like, I'm gonna stop, but I'm hoping to do like get a 50-mile ride in soon though. Start building up. Because I might do a century ride this summer. Who knows?
You and Frumpa.
Well, I think I'm supposed to do one with him, so I got to get ready. So that's supposed to happen, but otherwise, I'm just going to try and be consistent through the summer because I just have Loopy. I don't really have any other plans for anything. Nothing like serious. Doing St. Pete Pier Run in July 4th.
Oh.
That's just like 4 miles though. I don't have any other races on the calendar, I don't think. I'm considering Black Canyon next February. That's 100K.
Whew.
But that's it. Like I don't really have anything. I don't have anything in the fall because I have other things I want to do. Like I want to run the Batona myself and probably spread some of Aaron's ashes while I run it. So probably going to do some adventure runs like that in the fall.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's awesome.
When is Batona?
there is none.
Oh, there is none.
So I'm just going to run it on my own.
Got it. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run the trail.
There
Yeah,
is none?
There's no race, just the trail.
Oh.
It's named after the trail. It was the Batona Trail race, technically. So
And it doesn't exist anymore?
no, they can't get the permits.
Oh,
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. It was a whole kerfuffle. Yeah, big pain in the butt for Vanessa. But yeah. So I'm gonna just run the trail, the whole trail, one day for fun. 53 miles or whatever.
Just
Yes.
amazing.
But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
God. Out there on your own.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Do you want to tell us about this Malibu race?
Yes, this was great. So, when did I even sign up for this? I don't even know. It wasn't that long ago. Maybe a month ago.
Because you mentioned it, and I was like, what are you talking about?
I signed up maybe like a month and a half ago. Because I just wanted to do something. I needed to like get back on the trail again. And I was like, all right, I'll do this. It's like it's out in the Santa Monica Mountains. You know, just northwest of LA, kind of, yeah, by Malibu, obviously, Malibu Canyon, duh. Anyway, it's run by Kira Henninger. She's like big time trail ultra runner forever, runs a lot of races, like super well run race, like really, really, really well run. Beautiful setting, you park right along the Pacific Coast Highway. The trails run like right up in the mountains, overlooking the coast, and go deep into the mountains and back. Just really, really well done. All the information was amazing. They sent out like everything, super well, just well organized, well done. The start line, there was a 100K, a 50 miler, 50K, 30K, and a half marathon.
Oh.
So the 100K and 50 miler started early, and they already went off early because they had obviously more time and stuff.
Gotcha. I like that there were so many options.
Yeah, so there's a ton of different options. And then the 50K down to the half all started at the same time. And it was probably maybe 200 people, something like that, in that group. Maybe a little more than that, something like that. Just gauging off of trying to memory. It may have been 400, somewhere between 200 and 400 in that group, say.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the course starts off and you climb 1,000 feet immediately.
Oh, my God.
So basically, it bottlenecks down to a single track right away, and you immediately just start climbing for like 2 miles. You climb 1,000 feet up into the hills overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Weather was like perfect. It stayed overcast almost the whole day and like 65 degrees.
Which is, I guess, nice for a run. I did
yeah.
say when I saw your post immediately, I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Michael has kind of crappy weather, but it was just crappy weather for like being at the beach.
Yeah,
it wasn't crappy weather for running.
We were all like, oh, thank God it's staying. Because it did peak out a bit towards the end. And I'm like, oh, God, don't peak out. Don't peak out. But it stayed overcast most of the day. So, so basically it was an out and back for the 50K. You went over, climbed this 1,000-foot peak, ran down, ran like 4 miles to the next little mountain, climbed this like 1,200-foot peak, ran down, ran like 6 miles to the out and back area, which was an aid station, and then back over the 2 peaks again. I climbed really well. I was really surprised. Like, I was really considering I haven't really done any trail running in a while or anything. Yeah. I've just been running on the road. And I mean, I did my treadmill climbing in the wintertime, but with everything going on with Erin and everything, it's been quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
So everything was so before. Okay. So before the race, do you guys even know who Billy Yang is?
No, I have no
So
idea.
he does. He's done a lot of like media stuff in like the ultra running space. He's pretty well known there. And Erin met him a few years ago at New York City Marathon, along with Justin Grunewald. Is that his name? Brave like Gabe's husband. Anyway, she met the two of them in the lobby of the Hilton. So Billy Yang obviously is Asian also. So she was super excited to meet him, et cetera, et cetera. So I saw him before the race, and I'm like, oh, I should just say hi and say, hey, thanks for taking a picture with her. It made her super happy or whatever, But I'm like, no, I don't want to bother him. Right. So, of course, I think that the whole time before the race, everything. As we're running on the out and back, and he's at like mile 20, and I'm at like mile 15, and we're both like wiped out and just running. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks for being nice to my wife who passed away at one time. And the most awkward interaction ever.
Can you imagine?
Jesus Christ.
I did message him and let him know the story afterwards. And he replied, I was like, I apologize for, the awkward interaction. But
for shouting about my dead wife at you? Like,
I was like, why didn't I just tell him this before the race and explain the whole story? Because it was in New York where she couldn't run because she had the tumor. We didn't know what it was. We knew what it was, but we didn't know what it was yet. It was before she got diagnosed. So it really brightened her day that day, and I wanted to let him know that it meant a lot to her taking the picture. So instead of just telling him that in the time before the race, as everybody's just standing there, I wait till we're running past each other in the middle of the woods somewhere on the completely wiped.
That's Michael.
So anyway, the aid stations were great. The volunteers were all great. The course was beautiful, just really, really wonderful. Mostly single track, some fire roads. Not really difficult trails, obviously, like West Coast trails, pretty smooth. I got to this one aid station after the big hill, and I had Aaron's memorial card pinned to my vest, and the dude's filling my water bottle. I'm just getting some water, and he's like, I know that story. She's from the Northeast. I'm like, what? I'm like, he's like, yeah, she's like a trail runner from the Northeast. I'm like, yeah, it's my wife. He's like, yeah, he's like, that got around like to everybody. Like everybody knows that story. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, oh my God. This was like in the middle of the Santa Monica Mountains at some random aid station. And he just
incredible.
Just recognized her from the picture, and that was it. Like, I didn't say anything, nothing. It was just so random.
See, I kept telling her she was an influencer,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, I don't want to be an influencer." I was like, "Influencer life chose you."
It's true.
Price of fame.
The price of fame.
The price of fame.
God.
Oh God. So I did finish. I took my time and just enjoyed it because I wasn't really trained to like push or anything like that. Took me like 9 hours, which was fine. I was fine. That's pretty much what I thought. I was like, I'm going to finish in 8.5 or 9 hours is what I thought from the start. And that's what happened. I took a little over 9 because actually there was a picnic table at the top of the one hill, and it was overlooking like a nice viewpoint over the Pacific. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm actually going to stop here for a few minutes and enjoy the view.
Nice.
And these 2 other people came past. They're like, oh, don't sit too long. I was like, I don't know. What's the difference? Like, I don't know. Like, like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And I saw them at the end. They're like, well, glad you didn't sit that long. I was like, nah, I'm fine. I just wanted to enjoy the view. It's fine.
Nice.
But no, it was a beautiful race. Really well run. Beautiful area. It's definitely more of like a local like race. It's not like some big production or anything. It's just like a local trail race basically. But yeah, super well organized, really beautiful course, really runnable if you're like in good shape.
Love that.
And I would like definitely do it again, where I could actually run the downhills pretty hard. My feet and calves were wrecked for like 2 or 3 days. Like my feet, I got no blisters or anything. I just mean they were sore from the pounding, and my calves were sore from the climbing.
Oh.
Because I just have not done like 5,000 feet of climbing in so long. And like, it was it was rough. Laying on that tattoo table for 8 hours was actually helpful. It was actually really wonderful. I was like, oh, this is actually a good relaxing day. I was actually falling asleep during it.
Oh yeah, when they get going, I was
like zoning off.
out.
But yeah. So Malibu Canyon 50K was really, really great. If you're in that area and happen to be out there for any of her races, they're super well run. So I definitely recommend them.
Do we want to wrap up with something good?
Sure.
Can I go first?
Sure.
I have not seen this yet. But
this is like me with that. What was the movie?
I feel like we all have done it at one point.
This was me with the Snyder Cut that I actually never watched.
The Snyder Cut may be the worst movie I've ever seen.
I am excited about this one. So this is a preemptive something good. I've just seen ads for it. It's an animated. I think it's a movie on Hulu. It's Predator. Killer of Killers. It's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Oh.
So and the animation looks cool, and so I'll be watching that sometime soon.
Very cool.
I will not be. I can't get invested in the Predator lore.
In the Predator lore, there's a lot actually.
It's too much.
There's a lot.
Did you guys see the Spaceballs 2 trailer where
Yes.
they
No.
made fun where like they've got like a scroll and it's like there's been 14 different of these and 15 of these and then there's been these movies but they aren't connected to Alien but these are Predator movies. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
I think it's 2027 is when that's coming out.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is back.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Josh Gad's involved, and Mel Brooks posted it, and
Oh my god.
hopefully it's good.
So yeah, I can't get involved with the lore. We were already watching the Mission Impossibles because I was like, oh, maybe I should see this last one, but I hadn't seen any of them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's a lot for me. So
Yeah, I did watch all of them. Like Aaron and I watched all of them like 2 years ago, before the previous one, and then I did see the last one in the theaters.
much like Fast and the Furious, the more insane they get, the better they are.
Yeah, yeah.
When they just lean into it.
Yes, yeah. They do get to a point like that. Yeah, some of them. Yeah, it's up and down.
It was funny because the first 2 movies, Tom and I were making fun of the masks.
Oh
so
my
much,
god, the
and
masks! Yes,
how much they overuse them.
constantly.
We're like, what is going on with the mask? And then in the 3rd movie, they were making jokes, and then they finally were like, and this is how we make a mask, so like
Yes.
people can stop making fun of us. Like this is the process of making a mask.
I'm like, what? They just had that mask?
We're like, they just had that man's face.
There was
like
so
it's
many masks. Everybody was in a mask.
And they were really good masks. It was irritating.
That's fun. That's not my something good, but that's just the lore of Predator. Tom was like, I'm going to watch this Predator thing. Are you interested? And I was like, ugh,
Absolutely not.
I don't think so. Not that it's not good for you or other people.
No, it's fine.
I just have other
You don't
priorities.
you don't have to invest in my passions.
Passions. Oh, God.
Good.
Well, I guess I will go next. I gonna recommend the Dave Matthews of movies, the Phoenician Scheme.
Oh,
Wes
what is
Anderson, the new Wes Anderson
Oh,
film.
the new Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
it does look good.
It's amazing. I loved it. I saw it at Sinopoli, which is a theater chain maybe in Thousand Oaks, where you can, it's one of those ones where you get food delivered to your seat and drinks and stuff. So it was a very nice setting on an afternoon when there was just old people in there, which was great. But it's really good. If you like let's put it this way. If you don't like Wes Anderson, you're not going to like it.
You're going to hate it.
Yeah. So if you like Wes Anderson, go see it.
I do like Wes
I
Anderson.
do
And
like-
Michael Cera's in this one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The fact that I don't think he's been in one before is shocking to me.
That is stunning to me. Yeah.
He has that vibe.
He
Yeah.
does. Yeah. I will say Tom Hanks and Bryan Cranston have a really great
I didn't even
scene
know
in
Tom
it.
Hanks was in it.
Yeah, him and Bryan Cranston are in it for a bit.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of, the typical
Yeah.
players are in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll have to go see it.
Very cool. Okay.
Nice. My something good. Well, I'll do a preemptive something good as well because The Materialist comes out this weekend, so that's going to be a real problem for me.
Oh God.
And if it doesn't end with Pedro and Chris Evans just kissing, the whole thing is for naught. The whole thing is for naught.
Oh my
It's
God.
just
It's also Pride Month, and Diana is the gay agenda
I
in
am
our
the gay
household.
agenda.
Oh, man.
I love it. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. But my actual something good, and this is going to be shocking. So remember last summer where I was like, and I was talking to Erin a lot about this and texting her like the whole time I was watching. I had never watched Gilmore Girls, and I
I remember
went
this.
through it and I
Yeah.
watched Gilmore Girls. Well, I had never watched Sex in the City. So in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, I have finished the entirety of Sex in the City
Oh, my God.
in both movies.
Oh, my God.
I've just started. I keep wanting to say "As You Like It," but it's in just like that.
As you like it, as you wish.
I was like, that's Shakespeare. But Sex in the City is so good. And I'm so sorry to my girlies that I'd never like watched it or talked about it because it's such, I don't know. And they're all bad friends and they're all great friends and they're good friends and they're all archetypes. And it's just such a, I don't know. I loved it. I was like crying the last episode. I just loved it so much. And I was like, I feel like I should have been watching this when it was on, and it's just, I don't know, it was great. I did watch both movies. The second movie is unhinged and almost so racist it feels like it should have been taken place in the 80s. Like I was like, did they make this 30 years ago? They go to Abu Dhabi.
Oh no.
And it's a real problem if I'm gonna be honest. Where I was like, when did this come out?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just, it was good. And yeah, now 30 years later, I'm a Sex and the City girly. I'm bringing the 90s back.
Oh, man.
So that's what I've been doing. That's my something good. Tom's like, you're powering through these. I have it like on while I'm working if I don't have calls because it's just, they're like 25-minute shows. I just let
you
them
blow
play.
through them.
And you don't have to like pay close attention.
Yeah.
It's not like when I'm watching,
like Andor.
Like we haven't finished Andor yet because I have to sit
Oh
and
my
like
God,
watch
it's
it.
so good.
It's so good. But like we have to
You have
sit,
to pay attention.
You
though.
have to pay attention because we actually had to rewatch an entire episode because I was like I wasn't paying attention like I should have.
Because so much happens in each one now that it's like, totally.
It's excellent, but it's full focus.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
but so if any girlies want to talk about, or boys, or theys, everyone can talk to me about Sex in the City because it's fresh in my mind and I'm ready to go. Tom, which girly are you, do you think? You're kind of a Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Were you? He's a little bit of a Charlotte.
Because I'm not Miranda.
Miranda needs to get her teeth whitened.
Sadly, I'm not Samantha. And I'm not leading lady kind of Carrie. I hate Mr. Big, though. With a passion.
Oh, my God.
All he does is gaslight Carrie. And I don't appreciate it. So I'm going to wrap us up with a quote.
From Sex in the City.
No. So when I met Diana, you know how you kind of get to know your spouse's likes and dislikes. She has several bands that she's very passionate about, one of which are the Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Loves the Beach Boys.
Jamie, how you doing?
Yeah.
He messaged me. He was like, I wanted to call you, but I didn't have your phone number.
Aw.
And so, as everyone's probably aware, Brian Wilson passed away.
You know what I did as soon as I found out?
Did you send him that stupid?
I watched it.
Did you?
I watched the Beach Boys shred. I didn't send it to him, though. I was like, that would be really heartless.
He would have crashed out.
I did not send it to him, but I did watch it.
Also, I feel like we have to set like a reminder for ourselves on Monday when this episode drops to post the Beach Boy shred on our.
Oh my God! Yes,
so that people know what we're talking about.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I was actually listening to Pet Sounds on my commute to work today.
It's one of the greatest.
It is a
albums of all time.
great album. It is truly a great album.
Yeah, and God Only Knows is a perfect song.
It is a perfect song. And actually, Dave Matthews covered God Only Knows yesterday.
That's a shame.
Stop that. So I just Googled Brian Wilson quotes.
Oh, no.
And we had fun.
Most of them are about writing songs and mental illness and things like that. But the very first one that pops up is summer means happy times and good sunshine. It means going to the beach, going to Disneyland, and having fun.
Yay.
That's a good one.
That's all I got.
There you go.
I love it.
Oh, by the way, we have made it 5 years.
Oh my
5
gosh.
years?
Yeah. It wasn't really appropriate to celebrate it at the time because it was May and we were just,
Yeah.
as
Was something going on?
Yeah, might have been like too close in time. It's just, hard to think about it. But yeah, it's been 5 years.
Wow.
An entire global pandemic happened in that time.
Yeah.
It's really hard to think back in general.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
man.
Well, happy 5 years, everybody.
Yeah, God, if you've been listening since the beginning,
I apologize.
you're welcome.
you've gone through a lot. If you've been listening through the
If you've been listening for 5 years,
you've gone through a lot, man.
what a ride.
Yeah.
How many times have I quit running in those 5 years?
Oh. Someone should tally it.
It's been one or two.
Or that your goal was, I'm restarting.
Just starting over.
Oh man.
Starting over. Or
Oh.
like an injury tally
Oh, God.
Oh God.
for all of us.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Oh.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for everyone supporting this podcast. We appreciate all of you. And we'll talk later.
Talk soon, everybody.
Keep an eye
Bye.
out for Beach Boys Shred on Instagram.
Oh,
Sweet.
God.